Okay, so originally I was going to record an episode of the Farm Life Challenge, but here's the thing. I kind of had a premonition. So 2 nights ago I had this dream that like an episode of the Farm Life Challenge hit the algorithm just right, and it ended up getting over 2 million views, which is like completely unlikely, like completely almost impossible in real life, that is. But the thing is, that would have been fine and dandy and all, except for the fact that the entire video was filled with hate comments about how like annoying I am and how boring I am to listen to and how boring these videos are, and why is this in my recommended? I don't even like Sims. And it's like, dang. That hurt my feelings. So that's why I decided to film this video instead. So I had this idea a while ago, but I decided to actually do it now. So basically I'm taking a sim I made back in 2014 for this series that I wanted to do. Yeah, it never went anywhere. I wrote this entire script and everything, and I never did anything. So 2014, I was in 8th grade. I don't remember if it was the first semester or second semester, but I'm gonna go with first semester just so I can make the time gap a bit longer, you know what I mean? Because I actually already remade this sim. If you see that middle icon down at the bottom where the little sims are, the sim portrait panels, yeah. I already remade this sim all the way back in 2016, and I completely forgot that I did that. So as I was going to the save file that has all these characters in it, I noticed, oh hey, these aren't as ugly as I remember them being. And then I went out to the main menu and looked at the date, and yeah, sure enough, I hadn't touched the game since 07/14/2016, I think, something like that. So I kind of want to see how different I actually make this sim. Her name is Parker Wilkins. I think Wilkins. I don't remember her last name, but I wanted to see how different I actually could make her in the span of 3 years. You know what I mean? Because to me, 2016 wasn't a long time ago, but thinking about it, it was a very long time ago. 3 years, like that's a while. So I'm gonna see how far my tastes have actually changed. So at the end, you'll see some comparison pictures. Stick around to the end. I'll show you the outfits and like everything. Now, I didn't look at the outfits before I actually created her outfits, because I wanted to keep it fresh, you know what I mean? I wanted to not be inspired by the other sim that I made back in 2016, which I did actually look at her face before recording this, and that's because I didn't actually have the idea to like, oh, let's keep it a surprise and see how much I changed, you know what I mean? So this is actually going to be kind of a mini series, I guess you could say. There's 7 characters in total that I created for this show. It was like a movie, a Sims 3 machinima. Oh my god. Back in 2014, I thought I would be a little machinima maker, and I never actually did anything with it. But I did write a script, and I made the Sims and everything. I did the fun part, you know. But I didn't actually do the work required. I actually started building a world for them. I started doing animations, but I just fell out of it, like I always do. So let me tell you a little bit more about Parker herself. She is a book nerd. She doesn't believe in the supernatural. Because the show would be called I keep saying show. It wouldn't be a show. It would be a movie. The movie would be called Seeing is Believing. I know, really creative. So basically, her and her best friend Felix, who I'm also going to be remaking, they get sucked into this portal that lands somewhere in the middle of the woods, and they get transported to a magical land filled with mystical creatures like fairies and werewolves and mermaids, unicorns, all of that kind of stuff. So they get whisked away to that land, and I honestly forgot the plot. I still have the script on my computer. Maybe I should read it one day, like a dramatic reading. Oh my god, that would be awful. But yeah, what was I saying? So they get whisked away to the magical world. They go on a series of adventures, and they meet a couple of people who are also characters that I will be recreating. And they have a jolly good old time. I completely forgot everything that was supposed to happen. Well, you know, I should do a dramatic reading, like with my friend or something. Oh, that would be fun. Alright guys, look forward to that whenever that comes. But yeah, so she's a huge supernatural skeptic. She's a huge book nerd. That's as far as I got in regards to her personality. Besides the fact that she's very sarcastic and quirky. Not quirky, but like she has these little quips that she goes with. See here, I ended up giving her glasses. That wasn't in her original character design at all, but I figured it would fit her. She's very practical, not very imaginative, I guess. Like in the beginning, I do remember in the very beginning of the script, she's sitting there watching a documentary while her little sister Lily, I think that's her name, plays with some toys, and she's like, Lily, why are you playing with these toys in front of the TV? I'm trying to watch this documentary about science. So you can obviously tell I wasn't very skilled of a writer when it comes to like laying out their personality without explicitly stating it, you know what I mean? Showing, not telling. Yeah, I that would, okay. I actually like this dress a lot. The formal wear that she's wearing right now, I do like it. As you find out at the end when I show the screenshots of her different attire and her face, I did actually use that dress for the 2016 sim way back when, so I guess my taste hasn't changed in regards to that. I was gonna say something. Crap. What was I gonna say? Well, I forgot, so that's cool. At the end, I do remember they go through this like maze and she ends up getting stuck there and has like a panic attack, which is like, I don't know. I'm gonna go back and read it and see if I actually successfully portrayed what a panic attack looks like and feels like, which I've never had one personally, but I have friends who have. So I've seen it before and I've seen videos. Like compared to back then, I'm much more researched, well versed in panic attacks, so I wonder how bad it was back then. Oh man, I wanted to be a little writer and machinima maker, because a lot of people like Twisted TV, I think that's their username, like I watched their machinimas a lot and I'm like, oh my god, this is perfection, it's so good, look how pretty it is, and the plot. I wanted to do that, and I wanted to hire voice actors and everything, and I was so ambitious, and for what? I don't know. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. So her outfits back then were actually kind of dark and like emo. I mean, not emo, like, oh, you know, but I was inspired a lot by dark clothing because I was in that phase in which all emo boys are hot, all emo girls, oh my god, you know. So even though that completely does not match her personality at all, I mean, I guess the sarcastic, funny, like cynical type person that she is, I guess that could match with her look, but overall I wanted to shift her personality more to the bookworm type, which I do end up changing one of her traits from, I think, Daredevil to the bookworm, which I don't know how contradictory that is. Like, she's a bookworm and a shut-in, yet she's very adventurous and outgoing in a Daredevil. Like, I don't know, maybe that's like complex character development, maybe that's what that is, but I don't know, I do end up changing that because she does need one trait that at least matches her personality somewhat, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, not that the others don't, but in terms of the story, she does need that nerd side of her. See, I'm taking screenshots for the end. Here's the end right here. Yep, you can see the comparisons between the 2014, 2016, and 2019, all the outfits. I do like the outfits I made now better. They're a lot less dark and emo, as you can see, but I do quite like them, and I like her face shape. So, thanks for watching. I'll do more. Okay, bye.